Hi travelers, since we are starting the Flat Stanley activity, we are going to read Flat Stanley and the Bees. Stanley Lambchop lived with his mother, his father, and his little brother Arthur. Stanley was 4 foot tall, about a foot wide, and a half an inch thick. He had been flat ever since a bulletin board fell on him. There's Dad washing dishes, and Mom, and Stanley and Arthur are all playing cards at the table. Being flat didn't stop Stanley from eating just as much as a regular-shaped boy. "Are the honey buns done?" he asked one summer afternoon. "Not yet," said Mrs. Lambchop. "I don't know why I'm baking. It's too hot today." "We'll cool you off," said Mr. Lambchop. "Boys, let's do the fan." I wonder what they're going to do. How are they going to make a fan? Stanley flung himself on the floor. Arthur folded him up like an accordion. Then Mr. Lambchop grabbed Stanley by the ankles and flapped him back and forth. "Whoosh! Much better," said Mrs. Lambchop. "Run outside to play, boys. I'll let you know when the buns are ready." Look there. They used Stanley as the fan. "Let's go," said Stanley. "We can use our new slip and slide." Stanley loved the slip and slide. He always slid faster and farther than anyone else. Outside, Stanley and Arthur spotted Tom and Sam from down the street. "Want to slide?" called Arthur. "Sure," said Tom. Look at Stanley's face. He looks like he's having lots of fun. "Let's play tag," said Sam after a while. "Okay," said Stanley. "You're it." Stanley loved tag, too. He could bend and twist, so he was almost impossible to catch. "How about hide and seek?" Tom suggested next. That was Stanley's favorite game of all. He fit in the best hiding places. Uh-oh, doesn't look like Tom caught Stanley. "This is perfect," Stanley thought, curling up inside of a tire swing. "No one will ever find me here." Then he heard a sound. "Eek!" someone cried. Stanley leaned out of the swing. "Found you," said Arthur. "No, you didn't," said Stanley. "Don't you hear that sound? I think someone's in trouble." Uh-oh, I wonder who's in trouble. He hears them. Let's see who it is. The boys listened. "Eek!" came the cry again. Stanley and Arthur followed the sound up the hill. Sam hurried after them. "What's going on?" Sam asked. Before Stanley could answer, he heard another sound, an angry sound. Bzzz. Uh-oh, I wonder what makes that sound. Wonder what could be. "Oh no," said Arthur. "It's Tom." Their friend stood like a statue, too scared to move. A swarm of bees buzzed around him. "I was hiding behind a tree," Tom squeaked. "I must have bumped a beehive." Eek! Uh-oh, look at his face. He's like, ooh. He's a little scared. Arthur yelled, "Stanley, let's do the fan." "Got it," Arthur said. Stanley flung himself on the grass. Arthur folded him up like an accordion. Then Arthur grabbed Stanley by the ankles and tried to flap him up and down, but he couldn't do it. Stanley was too heavy. Uh-oh. How's he going to help? Let's see. Sam rushed over to help. 1, 2, 3, flap, Arthur called. Together they fanned Stanley with all their might. Whoosh! The blast of air blew the bees away, but not far. Uh-oh. They worked together and they did it as a team. Let's see what happens next. The boys took off down the hill. The bees came after them. "They're catching up," Tom yelled. Then Stanley saw something. The slip and slide. Stanley let the others sit on top of him. Whizz! They sailed along and landed with a wet plop at Mrs. Lambchop's back door. Uh-oh, I wonder if they catch him. Let's see. The boys raced inside. So did the bees. "Here they come," moaned Arthur. "Eek!" squeaked Tom. But then the swarm swerved. What do you think they're going to go to? Let's see. "What? Where?" began Stanley. Then he gasped, "The honey buns!" Sure enough, the sweet, sticky buns were covered in sweet, sticky bees. Oh, those bees found the honey buns. Poor Stanley. He was wanting those honey buns, too. "Oh, dear," cried Mrs. Lambchop, walking into the kitchen. Then Mrs. Lambchop started to laugh. "It is too hot for warm buns anyway. You know what we need, boys?" I wonder what she's thinking they need on a hot day. What do you guys think you could have on a hot day? Let's see. Ice cream. Stanley found some ice cream. And Mom, she found some ice cream on the slip and slide. Dad found some. They found something nice and cold to keep them cool on a hot day. The end. All right.